That's right, it's the Nerdy Podcast. Go and check us out on facebook.com/nerdymedia, on Twitter @IrishNerds, and go to patreon.com/nerdy. Throw us a few quid so we can buy a studio, start banging out videos and doing more and more things for you. Hello and welcome to the Nerdy Podcast. I'm Gar and I'm here with Ken.
Winter is coming.
I am here with Steph.
Nobody else.
Yeah, that's it. It's just us. And it almost didn't happen.
Everyone else has succumbed to the weather.
This Storm Garrett.
Literally, winter just decided to turn up in March again.
Yeah,
Why are you ruining your own business by keeping people away?
Shite, isn't it? It's fucking nobody out. Oh, whatever. It was like that last night as well. Tonight was
only hard men go out drinking in this weather.
Only hard shows. Absolutely. Speaking of hard shows, I just rewatched all the Hardy books because it was on Netflix. And lads, it's brilliant.
Can I just say that I don't think I've ever watched that. I've watched like one or two episodes.
It's fucking genius.
It's one of those things.
I'm not gonna.
So the one that's on Netflix, is that the YouTube stuff as well, or is it the RTE stuff?
No, the YouTube stuff is probably still on YouTube.
Probably, yeah.
That was just them with camcorder, basically. But that is probably their best stuff.
Yeah,
because it's just
there was nobody saying
no direction. Yeah, they could do whatever they wanted, and then they done. I think that was the RTE Story Time. They won the competition. So basically, if I remember correctly, they were just banging stuff up on YouTube. Yeah. Just like a gang of lads messing. And they were making just... Some of the episodes were like 5 minutes long, some were 10. It was whatever. Some of them were just skits, whatever. And different new stuff would pop up every week, depending on who they could get.
It's the last thing they done the Going to Poland movie.
Yeah.
They did a movie.
Yeah, they did a movie. And then RTE launched a thing called Storytime, I think it was called. And they wanted independent filmmakers to... they had a competition. And people had to make like an episode of television, and the public got to vote in it. And so loads of Irish people put in their little pilots and stuff like that. But Hardy Books already had a real strong following online. So they banged that out. And it won. So they got a season. And it turned into 4 seasons, basically. They done 4 seasons of television.
Is that many?
4, yeah. The fourth one, to be fair to it, is not good.
And is that why they don't do any more? Or?
I don't know. I think Eddie...
Like, what else are they doing?
Well, Eddie lives in Sweden now. The main guy. He lives in Sweden.
Why?
Because his girlfriend's Swedish. So he knocked him on the head. So I don't know. I'd say, to be honest with you, they felt it just ran its course. You know? The first 3 seasons are fucking brilliant of the RTE show. They're brilliant. They're almost as good as the YouTube stuff. But there's bits in there that will fucking... Especially if you're Irish, like it makes all the sense in the world. You know what I mean? Like it's.
I don't think would this travel outside of Ireland?
No, fuck no. It's absolute finger on the vein, like pulse of Ireland, fucking stuff. Like it's absolutely would not be funny. I don't think anywhere else.
Well, having said like, Dairy Girls went around the world, and people seem to really enjoy that.
I don't think it's good.
Really? I'm from Derry, and I was like, some of the stuff they say is crap. See, what annoys me is Barristan Selmy. It's got a Belfast accent. And then Tommy Tiernan just is Tommy Tiernan. And I'm like, so half the people in it aren't from Derry. The only Derry people are the girls because they're locals.
Are they actually from Derry?
Well, yeah, you can't fake the accent.
I think 2 of them, at least. 2 of them definitely are. But I don't know if they do the 2.
Tommy Tiernan's actually in the last season of Hardy Books as well. Yeah. He does a guest as a priest.
Yeah. He's fine in Dairy Girls because
no, he's grand, but
he's not Tommy Tiernan on a stage show because if he was, he'd be yelling and screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
I found it alright, but I haven't watched it all, to be honest.
Yeah, I watched a good bit of the 4th season. I wasn't mad into it. Didn't do much for me.
Well, that is doing well across the world. People in America and people in Australia are pretty into it.
Well, I love the way Channel 4, they brought out a website and they said, this teaches you the slang from Derry so you know what they're talking about. Because half of it, people are like, what are you talking
about? So, speaking of around the world, Game of Thrones is coming pretty
like
soon.
4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, we got a trailer, a big trailer the other day, and it's being dissected all over the internet.
I paused it a few times just to look at trebuchets and stuff. You know?
I can't.
I watched it once and said, that looks good. I'll watch it when it comes out. And
that's all I done.
I'm like fucking Sherlock Holmes with a big magnifying glass.
I can't do that digging. Here's the problem with Game of Thrones. Every time the new fucking... When you're like a month out from Game of Thrones and they start dropping like the juicy trailers, they always do a teaser. Yeah. You know, it's just flashes, blah, 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 Game of Thrones, April, or whatever. And then they do like the big one. They do the good kind of 2-3 minute trailer. Yeah. Everyone starts... all the fucking ideas, lads, hurt me. Everybody's little theories, and every cunt you meet is like, no, I think Cersei's a White Walker, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Everybody just has these fucking, and they get more and more elaborate, and then people just start pulling stuff out of their absolute hole. And now it's fun. You know what I mean? It's fun listening to people come up with their ideas. But after a while, I found it with the last couple of seasons, I listened to that many people give me their theories on it, and I start thinking about, jeez, that'd be deadly, wouldn't it? And then you watch the show,
and it doesn't happen.
And it doesn't happen, and you're like, fucking, this show's shite. You know what I mean? Like, give me more Ice Dragon, please, because the rest of it's garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for me, the last 3 seasons of this television show have not been good, bar the battle scenes.
Yeah. They've been very good. Like,
Super Bowl.
The Hodor episode I thought was absolutely amazing. That reveal was amazing. That was 6 or 5.
What season did like the fight between the Mountain and the Viper happen? Was that 4 or 5?
That's 4.
4.
4's the last really good season.
Everything since then has just been completely interchangeable with each other. Like,
but even
just all like I can't even remember big moments from them really.
But even that had all the Dorne stuff.
There are good. There's good battle scenes and there are good moments in them, but
there's a lot of padding.
But there's a lot of padding.
Think of the first.
And it's not good padding.
Exactly, it's garbage. Think of the first 3 seasons of how good they were.
Season 1 is still the best season.
It's fucking outstanding.
Because I think I've watched it the most. Because every time you introduce someone to that show, you get your girlfriend say, "Watch this," right? And you watch season 1 again. You're like, every time I watch it, I go,
yeah.
There's always a bit that you've missed because it's so dense. And Martin has said everything's in book 1, everything's in season 1. That you need to know about that show.
Yeah.
So they obviously suffered with lack of material. So they should have went to him and said, "Give us more material." Not just say it ends this way or get to there and then there.
Any ideas?
Give me fucking juicy bits. Give me here's my 10 episodes. Give me 4 bits that I have to hit every 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
I don't know whether he had it.
Yeah, like
that's what it feels like.
Does he know where? Like he knows how it ends, and he's told him how it ends.
Yeah.
But does he know how he's getting there? Because, like,
that's his problem, is because people guessed it, right?
When that trailer came out, I went back and looked and said, right, well, when was the last book? And so the first season came out, like, say, I don't know, April 2017 or something.
And then the last book
came out. The last book came out like July 2011. Sorry, April 2011.
Yeah.
Last book came out like July 2011.
Yeah.
And now they will have done the entirety of the fucking Game of Thrones saga in TV form before he's even written the next book, and that's not even the last book. That's the second to last book.
Yeah.
Well, as I said on the thread the other day, I believe that the next book is written and has been written for ages.
Yeah, and they're just waiting until it finishes.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense. I posted up in that thread, in the nerdy thread, like a year and a bit ago, that for some reason, I don't know how I ended up doing it, I ended up following the guy who does all the translations for Martin stuff.
Oh, the Polish thing you were saying?
Yeah, he does all the Polish translations. And he had said that he had received like the manuscript. He got the book and he was working on it, and that it was due to be released last year, whatever the fuck it was. So I wholeheartedly believe that the next book is ready. But it would make no sense to release that now.
Yeah, I think probably when they got to about, say, like season 7 of the show, it's too close to the end of the show.
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah.
Why bother releasing the book and then having people do comparisons between the book and the show and all that?
Well, that's it. Like, I don't
finish the show and then get on with the book.
Yeah, because I don't think that Stannis is going to die the way he dies in the TV show, because it was really lame as well.
Yeah,
I think he's going to live a lot longer. They might get closer to it, because it'd be better if she comes back and there's someone that she has to actually have a fight with.
Yeah.
So, I think some of the decisions they've made have not been good.
Oh, absolutely.
And they should have showed him first, I think, and they didn't.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of the decisions that they've done in the show will have definitely impacted Martin on how he's continuing the story. I mean, obviously, it's not.
I think he wants to one up them as well.
Oh,
I think he wants them to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he wants to go. Okay, that's what you did. I'm very cute, but this is what really happened.
If
imagine if you like spent your whole life creating this thing, then you gave half of it to 2 lads, and then they took it to its conclusion, and then you took it to its conclusion, and then all your fans turned around and said, actually, those 2 lads did it better than you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to happen, clearly, right?
It would be a sickener if the books were a letdown.
Yeah.
You know, it really would.
Well, he has more. He has all of this Blackfire Rebellion and all this fucking...
There's loads in there.
He has other characters that don't even exist, right?
He also seems to be more interested in his other work at the moment. I think he might have just burned himself out in GOT. You know what I mean?
Well, I think, as you say, I think they're going to let the season run, and then the book 6 is going to come out, and then he's just going to spend 4 or 5 years writing the last one, farting in about other things.
If he fucking lasts that long, apparently this dude just is an atrocious fucking
procrastinator.
Yeah, but that and his health is shy.
Well, he looks like a specimen, right?
He's an absolute unit. That
he's a neckbeard of the highest order.
Yeah, but apparently, like, all he eats is like everything he eats is fried bar. Apparently, that's as the rumor goes, is that he's just fucking everything has to be fried in butter in lumps of bread.
While he wears his wolf pajamas or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know that, and he writes everything on the fucking MS DOS. Fucking
somebody buy him a new fucking laptop.
He doesn't want one apparently.
Yeah.
Even the software he writes on hasn't existed in 20
Stephen
years.
King or somebody writes them out, or somebody types, or I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some. I'm sure a lot of them have weird processes. You know, they might want a typewriter. They might want like he's literally using like an old fucking Wood 86 or fucking i86
Windows
machine.
95 job.
No, not even full DOS machine.
Oh Jesus!
He's running. It's like Lotus Notes or something, like a DOS version of Lotus Notes. Even ones. You know, full. There's no GUI. There's no nothing like. Like
X3 gold and all that.
Something. Yeah, so that's what he uses to write. Like everyone gets saved on the fucking 5 1/4 inch disc and sent to the publisher. You know what I mean?
What happens in the world has no more 5 1/4 inch
Exactly.
discs.
Yeah, they will last forever though. To be fair.
Yeah, but somebody just has to bend that, and
that's it.
It's gone. I have to rewrite all Game of Thrones. Sorry,
hold
lads.
it too close to a Wi-Fi router and it's fucking gone. Like, you know what I mean?
That's right. It's magnetic.
Yeah, it's all magnetic, so it's bollocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we fucking write that. Yeah, I think this season ends within a month of the last episode. I think you're going to see an announcement date for the next book.
Yeah. I think he'll release it. I think he'll actually release it in like November, December,
Maybe.
for big Christmas seals.
Quite possibly, because it would make sense for it to get the push off the TV show. It will pimp and not, because people are going to be, oh, it's over, oh my god, and then off you go. Here's another fucking.
Actually, if it was the very next week, I think his seals would go through the roof.
Summertime will probably go up. Just think about it. If it there's how many episodes are there? 6.
6.
So the 6th episode.
It ends basically the end of May.
Ends in May. So if you were talking about Christmas time
It's
is
too
probably
far
when the
off.
box
Yeah,
set comes out.
yeah.
So you don't want to put the box set and the book up against each
Yeah, so they just go straight after.
Yeah.
June release probably.
sometime in summer.
It's the only thing that makes sense. It really is. It's a weird, entangled world of fucking author versus TV show producer, and it's the television show is most certainly more popular. Like, they owe everything the world that he's created. So even if you've never read any of those books before and you were mad at the Game of Thrones, when this show is over,
I'm going to read the books.
You have an entire fucking, because everybody knows that it might start off slightly the same, but it went off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It went off on its own little tangent, and there was so much of the book that they didn't include in the show. So it'd be like redoing the entire fucking thing again.
See, when they got the rights to the show, right, and they did season 1, and he had a book ready to go, they fully thought by the time we get to season 3, he'll have the next book done, and then by the time we get to season 6, the last book will be done, and we'll be grand.
Well, that means they obviously didn't have anything written in to make him do that.
But you can't make an author write.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. Well, if you were a big enough prick, you would.
No, ideally, if I was in a time machine, I would actually love to go back and tell him, just wait. Let him finish the books and then start the TV series.
No, not a million years. They were desperate for something like that.
Yeah, but imagine, right, if they waited another 5 years and they got the technology that they have now, all those battles that they skipped out in season 1 and 2, they showed the flashback and they showed it's all over.
Yeah. Oh, like when Tyrion gets hit in the head.
Yeah, all those
he
ways
wakes up and the battle's over.
Yeah, they could have cut out all that and actually showed them, and it would be much better. So, but like episode 3, this is the one where we're all going to lose our jips. There's going to be 99 ropes.
Yeah,
all over that episode.
99 red ropes.
Yeah, if you have a red rope, you need to go see a doctor.
That's it. You might have emptied yourself out the week before, like, you know.
Yeah, no. Episode 1 and 2 is going to be yapping and things and blah blah blah. And then episode 3,
on the road,
I'm literally going to be a husk by the end of it.
For real.
Well,
sitting
they say that your man's what's he Spaston chick or whatever the fuck he's called. Supposedly he based it all on Helm's Deep. He said, "I want to make the TV version of Helm's Deep. If it starts raining,
it will start raining. Of course, if someone says it begins or something like that, the Battle of Balls Deep is fucking begun, lads. Balls Deep 2.
It won't start off raining. They'll have a big scrap and then they'll get a little bit quiet, and then the rain will come, and then another big scrap will happen.
Supposedly they filmed it over 55 nights in Belfast.
Hell, lads.
It was the longest shoot ever, and it was all in darkness and cold and just
For real. So everyone's miserable and positive.
supposedly everyone by the end of it, when you're the two lads, Dan and Dave, every time they turned up to this set, everyone was looking at them going, "You cunts!
Yeah.
You just come in here, you just want in here once a week.
Yeah.
Well, everything's grand.
Show me the dailies.
Yeah, it's like fuck off.
We're
We
all
hate you.
dying here.
Yeah.
Literally dying. Like,
55 days, but that's nearly 2 months
yeah. For one battle.
for one.
Fuck, man. They should just release a film of that battle. It's a 2-hour long DVD.
Well, they will. They'll do the behind the scenes for the DVD. They always do the behind the scenes, like so. That one's going to be
director's cut. They might do that as well. Think about it. They might do a director's cut, fucking season by season version of it. Imagine that.
Yeah, because all the stuff they took out.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I'd like them to go back and do like George Lucas would do, and like I'd put the mountains back in season 1 and 2 and 3 because it's different actors.
Yeah.
And Darius and put the original guy back in.
Interesting. Well, what else we got looking forward to? We've got the fucking Second Age.
Oh, that could be like already. If I've lost all my ropes, I'm definitely going to be red ropes at that one.
It's just going to be literally just like, sporting blood at that stage.
Yeah.
Well, we have at least a year or two to wait on that. I assume. I don't know.
See, the thing is, all of these shows
they
they come out much quicker than you think.
I know, but
Like The Witcher's well into being made now at this stage. That I reckon that's going to come the end of this year, start next year.
Yeah.
And that Lord of the Rings one,
I forgot about The Witcher.
I'm going to say 2020 or 2021.
has to be 2021. Do we even have? We've not
Like,
even
anyone be
cast.
cast? Yeah.
We've nothing.
Yeah,
We've
but
nothing.
they keep these things under wraps and then they just go.
We've a map, like you know what I mean. We've got
Yeah.
a fucking map. That's all we have.
How long did
And what was it? The map that was showing you different things were named differently because they were in the second age, right?
Yeah, it was.
So Rohan's not there, right?
No.
Yeah.
Apparently, what happened was when all the rumors were that this is going to be about baby Aragorn or whatever the fuck it was.
So that'll be the middle or the start of the third age. Or whatever, yeah.
So that was meant to be. That's they were the rumors that that's what the show was going to be about. And then whatever 2 weeks ago, some website or Amazon popped up a map, and there was nothing else, just a map, and it had a Numenor and fucking whichever way it was laid out. People were like, that doesn't look fucking right compared to the other maps. And then people start copping that maybe it's about fucking second age or the first age or whatever it was. And then a couple of days ago, apparently if you hover over the map, it comes up, welcome to the second age. Something like that. Or it says, welcome to the second age underneath it. And that's when everybody starts screaming themselves. Because that's realistically...
See, the first age, that's all fucking myth and that's all...
Yeah, well, that's just chaos.
Yeah, but it's all like gods fighting.
Yes.
And trees of light and all garbage that would be just...
That'd be like making a TV show about the Big Bang and what happened after the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Until you got to like...
But there's elves.
People walking around. Yeah, but there's elves walking around in space.
Yeah.
So this is second age. I don't know where they're going to start in it. Obviously, we have no details. We have nothing. We only know what we read in like the Silmarillion and random bits.
We're going to see Sauron looking good, right? He's going to look like a normal human for a while.
Maybe.
Because he was gorgeous and then they cursed him to be ugly, right?
I don't know.
I read I Wikipedia the Silmarillion. I never actually read it.
Well, I have the Silmarillion at home and I tried to read it and I felt like reading the Bible and I had to just put it down. I know that there are parts of prose in it and the problem with Tolkien stuff is that fuck all of it. You've got your fucking Lord of the Rings and your Hobbit. You've got your Silmarillion, which is almost a collection of notes.
Yeah.
And then you've got 4 or 5 other...
Lost Tales and shit. Or whatever.
Loads of them are poems.
I'm straight out on that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just out. Loads of them are rewrites of small snippets they found in a study. They're like
version 1 of the Hobbit or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's the Children of Hurin. That's based on a lump of prose that's in the Silmarillion somewhere, I think. And that's an actual story. But like, everything, not all of it is directly from his brain. You know what I mean? A lot of it has been expanded on. So what we have, the only guide we really have for the second age is what he talked about in Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, and the stuff he wrote about in the Silmarillion. And a lot of that they're just footnotes. That's all.
Yeah, it's like reading a history book.
That's all. You know, fucking Queen Glendor married fucking Prince fucking Squing Squang on the fucking hill of fucking Bing Bong. You know what I mean? On the fucking 7th.
Ammon, you mean?
Whatever. Like, that's it. Just, and then next one, and it's fucking Lord fucking Squink Bonk, the fucking King of the Goblins, defeated Bellymont Gorge. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. And then a little lump of prose.
Yeah, but you have Morgoth and his fucking...
On his dragon.
And 100 Balrogs.
Yeah,
It's like,
so... exactly. So that's what they're going to base this on. And it's either going to be... like... They've got very loose guidelines. There's just kind of notes they have to hit.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Do you think that what they'll probably end up doing is they'll just take what's there as guidelines and then just make their
absolutely.
own story?
That's all they can do.
Have they? Is Christopher Tolkien involved in this? Did they go say we have to get his opinion? Or
the estate sold it, didn't they?
Well, see, they're super stringent about everything. They don't let you make shit up. That's the thing.
I know there was something. I know when Amazon got the rights to it, it was done slightly weird. It does. Somebody said to me that they don't have access to everything. Like, I don't think they have access to.
They don't have the X-Men, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, they don't have.
We were kind of talking about it earlier that, like, would they recast some of the actors?
Have to,
but they can't. Well, maybe they can. But the thing is, all those characters and their likenesses are owned by New Line Cinema, which is owned by Warner Brothers, which is in no way affiliated with Amazon.
I know.
So unless they go out and try,
but Jeff Bezos has all of the money in the universe. So
he could buy all those companies.
Yeah,
$700.
He's like, shut up, Warner Brothers, or I'll buy you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. I don't like this iPhone. Buy Apple and make me a new one. Yeah. That's how much money we're dealing with in the world at the moment.
See, the thing that gets me right is if you look at the Lord of the Rings stories, right? The end of the Third Age is the Lord of the Rings, right? And that's when everything's fucked and everything's small scale.
Yeah.
But the Second Age, everything's fucking massive.
Huge,
right?
yeah.
So, like, armies are 100 times bigger. So they've decided to go into the age where you have to be outdoing the movies 10 times over, right? More, yeah. So if it looks great, amazing, but there's a good chance it'll just look like shit.
I think they're just going to focus on the humans, obviously, right?
You can't not have elves and dwarves.
No, I think they're absolutely going to be in it, but I think your main characters are all going to be humans. I think this is the cheapest option for them. Even though this is apparently going to be the most expensive television show ever made. Like $250 million. Right?
That's 25 an episode. And Game of Thrones is 10 an episode, right?
Yeah. Right.
So it's 2.5 Game of Thrones episodes per episode.
$250 million for the 4th season.
And that'll go up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So buy stuff on Amazon, everybody, just to pay for the show.
Yeah. So
you already said he has all the money in the world.
But
I'm not giving him more money so he can make a show.
Yeah.
Well, give him more so that we get more battles. What are you talking about?
Let's not have him spend like 0.1% of his fucking money.
Yeah, make him spend 10%.
Exactly. So I think it's going to focus on humans. I think it might play it safe. I think what they'll do is they'll have your main characters will be all humans.
I think it'll be centered around Sauron, to be honest with you.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because Sauron's going to be sitting there.
I know he's going to be the main.
He's not a guy in metal armor. He's a dude, right?
He's a dude,
right? And he's like Gandalf. He's fucking super fantastic. Yeah. He's going to go and he's going to get Celebrimbor, or whatever he's called. He's going to make the Ring of Power. He's going to hand the rings out. You're going to see all of that shit, and you're going to see the Nazgûl slowly become corrupted. So you're going to have the Witch King of Angmar as just this dude. And what I think is going to be cool is you're going to have, where did he live? In
what's the name of the fucking city?
Minas Morgul?
Yeah, Minas Morgul, was it? Minas Morgul?
Minas Morgul, right? Yeah. But before that was Minas something,
Minas
right?
Tirith or something like that.
Yeah, there's Minas Tirith and there was Minas something else, and they were both twin cities.
Minstrel City.
Yeah, and there was real nice, and then eventually it's going to turn into that evil green fucking thing.
That's fucking savage.
That's the best thing in the whole movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I want to see the things change, right?
Follow the yellow brick road. That glowing green city is baller as fuck, man. Yeah. Unfortunately, it has hobbits in it, so that's my favourite thing about this. No hobbits in the Second Age. They were a myth. They were Skaven.
Yeah, but you were saying they were living up in the mountains or something.
There were sightings. There are legendary sightings of hobbits living in the Misty Mountains in the Second Age.
Was Tom Bombadil around in the Second Age?
I don't know. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I think they might just skip all of that.
The apps do away with all that shit.
Yeah.
All of that. Do away. Let's forget about that. That might have been deadly in like the fucking 40s. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I remember reading this because do you remember in Lord of the Rings when they brought in Arwen and they made her rescue the Hobbit? And the guy who actually did that, I think it was called Glorfindel or something, right?
So I remember. It's that long since I fucking
read it. But supposedly that elf dude is an absolute baller.
Right.
He makes Elrond and all the rest of them look like dog shit. This guy beat up like 10 Balrogs. So I want to see this guy do shit.
Yeah.
Who we never got in the movies. So
we could. Again,
there's certain elf heroes that are absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Right? Again, elves are fucking boring though. They are.
Especially Lord of the Rings elves.
They're fucking boring, lads.
I have a sad voice.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
dark eyebrows and blonde hair.
Yeah.
The weight of the world. But shut up, cunt, kill something, prick.
Yeah, but when they do fight, they are.
When they do fight, they're deadly, but they don't want to be fighting. You know what I mean?
They always look for an issue with that. It's
Yeah,
not. It's not our fight.
Use your voice.
We have
Shut up.
we have another coast over there that will just fuck off. So you lads sort this out.
I like fucking psychotherapists.
We have a boat to get.
But the thing I was saying about how I remember playing this is a nerdy thing. I remember playing ICE's Lord of the Rings role playing game.
You played ISIS.
Yes.
Did you go back to England?
No, I wasn't allowed in. They stripped me of my British citizenship.
Your citizenship.
Well, what else would British be, right?
Oh, what? Oh.
I mean, if anyone's allowed to say
I'm allowed to say that.
I know.
we're not allowed to say it. He can say what he wants.
Yeah, you call me Brit all the
I'm
time.
leaving it in. I do, yeah. But
Yeah.
I do that in like love and all. You're just calling it to some random.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were playing some.
You were playing-
ISIS
I was playing
role-playing
ICE's
Yeah.
Ice apostrophe S. Right. I was playing ICE's Lord of the Rings role playing game, and when you pick your character,
Yeah.
you can pick elf,
Suicide bomber.
dwarf, hobbit, suicide bomber, and then you could be half Numenorian. right?
IED manufacturer.
So what you call him? Strider. He's like 15% Numenorian, right?
Yeah.
And even in the role playing game, it says humans now are shite.
Yeah.
We're just basic stock.
Yeah.
And
Mongrels.
and Aragorn is he's 10% of super stock.
Yeah.
So the Numenorians back then in the Second Age
Bananas.
were basically superhumans.
Yeah.
So they're going to make elves look like pussies, right?
Well, that was one of the big things that because the island of Numenor was included in this map, people are assuming that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the original base of humanity. Everyone else that's on the mainland in Middle Earth is watered down shite.
Yeah.
The outcasts. You know what I mean? The ones who weren't good enough.
So that all that Numenor shit, that's where Sauron and all this shit happened as
Yeah.
well, I think, right? So I think it's going to center around Sauron.
I think it will. Well, the fact that island's on it means that it's a big important thing. Because they would have kept that as a secret if they were just going to use it as an Easter egg. The fact that they pushed the main map off to the right and there's a big section in the sea, fucking Numenor / Ulathan, fucking sitting there. Like, it's fucking... It's obviously what they're going to use as the main crux of the show. And
Well, that's the thing that was all left out. They don't even mention Numenorians in the movies.
No.
You don't know that Aragorn's one, right?
yeah, well, it's just... But they don't even talk about him being... I think they make reference to him being older than you think. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't say he's Numenorian.
Yeah. There's nothing. He's just the last ranger. Strider, the last ranger, whatever the fuck it is. He's a ranger. And he's one of these mythical people talked about, and that's it. That's all we know about him.
And that's only in the delete scene, you know, the expanded versions.
Yeah. And then one of the people, I remember when those films came out, one of the people's big fucking gripes was how if the fucking elves are basically immortal or they age incredibly slow while they're in Middle Earth and not on that weird little island, how was Strider, how does he have a history with this fucking immortal elf with Liv Tyler, and how do they like if he's just a man?
Well, that's the whole point, that she gives up her immortality to shag him.
Exactly. But fucking, again, it's never made reference to the fact that fucking he's got a bit of that blood in him that's going to give him longevity. Like, you know, that's not there at all.
Yeah. Well, it is in the special edition.
Yeah, in the extended edition, there's reference to it, but not an awful lot. Like I said, they just whitewash over the whole Numenor fucking thing. But I'm interested to see it. I'm happy that they didn't set it
in the Third Age.
Yeah, because even though it is a prequel, it's an entirely different story. That makes me happy because I fucking hate prequels. If that was about Baby Aragorn, I wouldn't watch it.
Let's go hunt Gollum,
Yeah, fuck off. Fucking Gollum. And Hobbits, no. Yeah. There's literally... The thing that film was about was the worst thing about it. And the same with the books. It's just terrible.
Well, the whole point is that even the smallest thing can save the day.
Fuck off. Right? Fuck off. I hate him. I hate him so much. And Gollum, I hate him.
I like Gollum.
Gollum's...
Of all the hobbits, he's the best hobbit.
And he's not even a hobbit.
He is a hobbit.
He's river people.
They're still hobbits.
No.
Yes, they are.
I don't know.
Yes, they are.
You were much like a hobbit once yourself, weren't you? Not hobbits.
Yes, he is.
Look it up.
Oh, we're going to have a bet. Next
We'll
week.
have a wiki off.
Yeah, next week we'll come back and see who was right. Yeah.
They're not hobbits, they're like an offshoot of hobbits. The little people. The river people.
You get very like classist or racist about
I know, yeah. They're not
pure,
They're
yeah.
not quite as short. Yeah. I hate them. I can deal with Gollum because at least he's like, there's two of them. You know what I mean? So you can have a little bit of conflict and interest. The other pair of fucking pricks.
So if all hobbits were schizos, you'd be alright with them.
They're just stupid. It's just stupid. Have you ever been to Cornwall in England?
No.
That's what it's like. That's
You ever play D&D, right?
Once.
Why did anybody ever want to be a halfling? Nobody wanted to be a halfling.
No, of
right?
course.
I've played it, but I've never played with anyone who wants to be a halfling.
Yeah, exactly. It's like nobody wants to be a little tiny furry
Useless
feet.
cunt. Yeah, exactly. They're just shy. They're just terrible fucking things. I don't know why they couldn't. Tolkien couldn't have just made some skinny human or something, some proto Captain America cunt or something. Give us a Steve Rogers or something, you know what I mean? Give us something, or a fellow with one arm, or, you know, give him a handicap of some description, you know? But like, fucking, I hate them. I hate Sam, and I hate Frodo more than I hate Sam. Like,
You know what I hate the most? Frodo's scrunched up fucking constipation face every time he gets stabbed.
Yeah.
He gets stabbed 3 times, right?
Yeah,
and he makes the exact same face.
Just fucking die, Frodo, you cunt. Every time he gets stabbed, oh god. And I've seen those films 1,000 times, it's still a little prayer. Please let him die.
Please let that troll actually stab him in the face, yeah.
Cunt getting stabbed all over the place and fucking rolling down mountains and all. Can't do it. I hate him so much. And fucking Sam.
Keely wrote a song for him there, I think, did she?
Did she? Yeah. Fucking, I can't do it. Mr. Frodo, you know what?
I can't carry it, but I won't carry you.
Yeah, I can't carry it. I can carry you. You fucking.
I bet you cried at the cinema.
I didn't. I hate them. They bothered the shit out of me. I said that months ago. Someone needs to do some sort of super cut of that.
Just
film.
take them out of it.
Take them out. And
how does the ring get there?
No,
then?
exactly. Here's the thing, right? That's exactly how you do it. What you do, the scene where Sean Bean dies. That's the last scene you see the hobbits. Right?
Yeah.
Where they're fighting the fucking orcs and Urukai on the hill and all that. And fucking Frodo has one. He's like, I need to do it alone. Yeah. And he fucks off. Grand. That's it.
And your man falls into the dark swimming water, which looks awful. But
but off he goes, right? Goes off on this journey, right? We maybe get one check-in the middle film. 4 seconds long, where they're just walking through like the blasted land.
Do you remember how bad the book was?
Oh, fuck.
Because when the book does that, they go, let's just tell you everything the Hobbit does for half the book. And then go back and then start again.
Yeah.
It doesn't go, this happens here, this happens there.
Yeah,
it tells you the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it tells you the whole thing again.
Yeah, it's back in time.
But you know what I could deal with? I could deal with him fucking off at that bit. And then in the middle film, do a bit in the bog with the fucking spirits in the bog water.
Yeah.
Give me 2 minutes of that. Done. And then the last film, they get to the fucking opening in the volcano. And I can deal with that. You have to have the
stairs of Sir Thungwell. Come on.
No, I'm not
arse. What's an Nazgul chasing them down?
It doesn't deal with it. It flies over. They just keep fucking hiding all the fucking time. Oh, there's a little rock. And they hide under a fucking rock.
Magic cloaks.
But then the scale of them keeps changing as well all the time. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. Every now and again you see like from a distant shot and the hobbits are literally knee high. Right? Amongst like men.
That's because they're using children at the time.
Well, exactly, right? And then it skips forward, and then you see they're sitting on the fucking ent, right? Yeah. And they're like fucking right beside the ent's head, and they're the size of the ent's head, and then the fucking ent is like lifting cunts off fucking Saruman's tower and all. The scale is all over the place. It drives me fucking mad. Yeah. It drives me fucking mental. So get rid of all the cunts, even the 2 double breakfast pricks. Get rid of them. The 2 second breakfast cunts. I've enough of them. They
wore very thin very quickly.
Fucking super. These cunts
they should have got lost.
Piss heads. Exactly. Piss heads. It's all there. All they're doing is drinking and smoking. It's just like my life.
Yeah.
It's just my life.
So you're a hobbit, basically.
Every Tuesday night.
This is why you just don't like seeing representation of yourself on the screen. That's it.
Yes.
You identify as a hobbit. That's what we're hearing.
Is that your gender? Is a hobbit?
Exactly. It's what I identify as. Hobbitkin. I can't. They just bother the shit out of me. All the hobbits, every single scene with every single hobbit, bar Martin Freeman in the actual Hobbit. He's not too bad. The hobbits in the Hobbit are alright
because there's one of them.
Because there's one. It's perfectly fine. But see, when they're back in the Shire and all, and they're all fucking singing and dancing around the bleeding maypole and all, I'd fucking nuke them from orbit.
That's because they're super English.
It's not even that. It's not saying Cornwall.
They may as well have a maypole, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's so painful. It's so painful. It's not even. They're quasi German in a way, like rural German. But there's
a bit of the beer festival about them. Right?
They're just
lederhosen. Imagine they wore lederhosen.
Exactly.
So you can see their feet better.
It's awful. And then that big rubber feet. Every now and again, one of the stuntmen rolls down a hill, and the feet are flopping around.
You know what annoys me, right? Is they spent like 8 hours a day in makeup putting those feet on, right?
It's a fucking sock you can't.
Yeah, but they show it like for 4 seconds in the whole movie.
Exactly. Ever. Yeah. There's a few bits where they're blatantly running around.
You could have just shown them from the knee up and then you don't have to wear any clothes.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Every shot is just them from the waist up, right? And then you get a shot of them like running up a hill and it's blatantly a pair of runners. It's blatantly apparent with a paper.
Nike should bring out
with a,
Yeah.
exactly
But that's like
with a
when-
bit of paper mache stuck in the end of it.
Well, a lot of the movies, that's like what Ken was saying, like the part where like obviously they become a puppet or a child.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute it's a fully grown actor pretending to be small,
The scale's
and then the
full,
next
yeah.
scene it's a child being lifted up onto a horse,
Yeah.
or it's a puppet that is not moving. Like it's just fucking raggedly moving along because it's
Yeah.
on a horse going.
Exactly. There's a bit, when fucking what's one of the bleeding breakfast hobbits is fucking riding into war with the board who dressed up as bloke, right?
Yeah, Mariner Pitt. one
Yeah,
of
and
those.
he's fucking sitting behind her and he's holding on to her and his fucking head is right there behind her, right? Now, I understand that 'cause that's a real man, right? So I understand that, like, that's a real bloke behind a real woman on a real horse, right? So I get it. But then fucking 10 minutes later, he's in the battle and he's just like fucking literally like running under people's legs and all this type of shit. If that was real,
He'd just be stunned on
his
you.
whole face would be in her tit every time she turned around, right? He could
Fucking-
sit in between her tits or on her shoulder. That's how small he's meant to be. You know what I mean? And then it's stupid shit. Even, fucking Frodo's fucking sword,
Yeah.
the elf sword,
Yeah.
size of that sword. That should be huge. Them elves are big cunts.
It's an elven dagger.
It's a dagger, yeah.
Is it a dagger?
It's a dagger.
Get the fuck out of here with that
It's
shit.
a dagger for an elf and a sword for...
You know what annoyed the shit out of me? The fact that Gandalf's sword didn't light up.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Like, all of them are meant to do it, right? There's meant to be, even your man Thorin Oakenshields, his sword's meant to light up too, right?
Is it?
Yeah, Orcrist or whatever it's called. Fuck, I'm a super nerd.
That's right, yeah. Because they find it in the troll cave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, we all know it's in the books, they all glow. Fucking turn the lightsabers on.
Yeah, all the fucking elven swords are meant to glow, aren't they? Yeah, because they all have the blessings of whatever. Yeah, listen, it's painful. There's loads of painful. One of my favourite sets films of all time. I love it, and I enjoyed the fucking books. And
Did you, remember I keep saying this every time, did you watch the Battle of Five Armies? The director's cut?
No,
You have to.
no, I haven't.
You
I don't know where they are.
Can you just watch that part? Like, can you just watch the...
No, I watched them all again.
Well, it's worth watching.
No, like,
directors.
I'm like you. I watch the Lord of the Rings extended every year. Every
Every year I watch.
Every year I'll sit down and watch them. But the Hobbit ones I've never sat down and watched. But can you just watch that scene, or should you watch the whole movie?
I think you should watch the whole thing because, I mean, like the Battle of Five Armies.
It very much is that moment.
Yeah, it's one big massive scene. But the amount of trolls in it, there's just way more trolls. There's way more chariots. There's heads getting lopped off. It's like not PG.
Yeah.
So the original movie was probably PG or 13 or whatever.
Yeah, probably
I don't know.
because there's not like there's lads dying, but it's not like it's not violent.
Yeah,
deaths.
but I reckon this one is a full extra rating up. It's not 18 or anything, but if it was PG, it would have went to 13. If it was 13, it would have went to 15.
Yeah, but the guys that they're killing are the orcs, so you get away.
You get away with it. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
a
green
human,
blood instead
yeah.
of red blood. Yeah.
It's not a human person getting killed. It's an orc getting killed.
Yeah. But and there's more of the fucking shitty. What do you call that? You know, the guy that dresses up as a woman and steals all the gold. The guy that's not in the books, I don't think. He's Stephen Fry's assistant, right?
I know the guy you mean,
Yeah, there's more of him being an asshole.
I don't remember much of him though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They put way more of him in it.
Is that a good thing or
Comic
a bad
relief.
thing?
It's not great, but the battle scenes is just amazing. But there's more Billy Connolly in it, so that's why it's worth watching.
But Billy's all digital in the whole thing, though, isn't he? He's
Not
all
really.
CGI.
Most of it. It's basically his head is CGI'd onto like a small body, I guess.
Did they CGI him?
Yeah,
Isn't he?
when he's on the obviously
When he's on the pig,
they
yes.
didn't put
Yeah.
Billy Connolly on a fucking pig, like
They should have.
I only remember him ever being on a pig in the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but there's more of him in it.
Oh, right.
And does they have the bolt throwers with the spinny things and all in it?
I don't
Can't
remember.
remember.
They have a lot of shit.
The film is just deleted from my
I've
fucking
seen-
mind because I heard.
I've seen the first Hobbit twice because I saw they did a 48 frames the second one, didn't they? They did like the high frame rate.
They were all that high frame rate.
Yeah, that's why they
you
heard.
No, but you could watch them in non-high frame rate.
Could you?
Yeah,
Where?
in a cinema.
I only remember seeing.
I only remember.
that.
No,
I remember going in, going, "This is like watching EastEnders."
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, there was the high frame rate, but there was also you could watch it like a 24 frame second.
I didn't see
Really?
that.
I didn't
Or
see
22,
that.
whatever the way they do it. Like, they're the ones I watched because watching the high frame rate one was like watching an episode of EastEnders, and it was
Garbage. I remember fucking when I went to cinema.
everyone
to
looked like
watch
they
it.
were on a stage,
Yeah.
as opposed to being in a movie.
Remember how they said this is going to take over cinema?
And it never did.
It
Of
never
course
did.
it didn't. It was fucking shite. It fucking hurt to watch it. It literally physically hurt your
the way-
eyes to watch the fucking.
The way you could tell it was never going to take over cinema is that's the same way I think like Mexican novellas are shot.
Yeah.
Like whenever you see a clip of always on TV, it always looks really weird because everyone looks really swimmy and like fucking everyone's just moving around too
Speeding
fast.
up.
Yeah,
Well,
compared,
it's like,
compared to other ones.
if you watch a
And
normal...
that has not taken over TV.
course it
So
hasn't.
why would it take over film?
But that's not like 60 frame a second fucking HD shy. So if you're watching normal TV on a like a fucking whatchamacallit, a 4K TV, sometimes does this interpolation thing, and everything
the
looks
juttering.
yeah.
Oh,
but it's just everything is like
when the camera pans, it goes like this.
yeah.
And
But everything's too sharp looking and quick. But it's got the jutter in it. It's weird looking. It's real weird.
You know that O.J. Simpson show?
Yeah.
I couldn't watch that on my 4K TV because the guy who made that show decided that there would be constant camera zooms and pans. The camera never sits still.
Yeah.
And I was watching it on my 4K TV and it's just going... I'm like, I'm going to vomit.
Can you say... That's what I was wondering. Because I remember being over... I just have a normal telly. It's HD TV or whatever. It's not 4K TV. I remember being over... Last time I was in Poland. Her father has a 4K TV. But they don't watch it in 4K in it. It just has a normal... Like, whatever.
Just upscales.
Box bullshit thing into it. But everything looked like fucking shite. Like, it was too... Fucking... I can't even describe it. But I was sort of trying to go through the menu. I set the menu to English. I was trying to find a way of just turning off this upscaling and interpolation and fucking everything that just make it look normal. But I couldn't find anything that done it. Like, is there a way of turning that off? You're saying that
what you have to do... See, what happens is, say you download a movie legally and you play it from a hard drive. What you have to do is you have to check what frame rate that is at. And you have to set the TV to the same frame rate. So when your TV's in a different frame rate, say it's on 24 and yours is on 30, that's what causes all the bullshit. And every single movie and every single TV show are all different.
Yeah.
And you're like, just get a standard and fucking stick with it. So you're constantly taking your TV in and out of different modes to get it to work. Now, the plan was that 4K would take off and you would just be, everything would be 4K and you wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. Like, that still hasn't happened. Even Sky Movies, I don't think is Ultra HD for most of it, which it should be.
Well, even Netflix, you need to pay the extra few quid to get the Ultra version of Netflix.
I think once the broadband gets another 100% quicker, when we double the speed again...
It's pretty quick now.
Yeah, when it's a 16 gigabyte movie...
Still, I mean, fucking, what's your average...
Well, if you're watching streaming, you're usually at about 4 or 5 megabits a second, right?
You
need that to be 8 or 12.
Think about it this way. Our internet here in Ireland is shit compared to the rest of Europe's and most of the States.
Yeah, we're always a test bed for this.
We are fucking shit hot here.
Yeah. Especially in Dublin.
Yeah. It's balling out of control here. Our internet.
I'm at home at Christmas and I was like, what speed's your internet?
16 meg or something.
Like,
what?
Yeah,
exactly. I've got the SD card in my pocket, fucking quicker than that you can't. But anyway, it's... I remember in Germany they were giving out, her auntie who lives in like a big city in Germany, and she was giving out because the fastest she got was 30 meg. It's the fastest. And I remember telling her, like, we had like 160 here or something, or whatever the fuck it was. Like, whatever.
And Virgin's going to double that again in another 12 months, right?
Whatever the one quickest Virgin one at the time was, I remember telling her it's like 180. She goes, no, it can't be. Like, you mean 1.8? No, like 180 meg.
I streamed 5 movies at once.
Exactly, whatever. Just fucking jib everywhere. It's porn and shit, download, playing video games, whatever. I just couldn't understand it because it just wasn't available.
And that's Germany, the highest tech country in the world.
Exactly. New America, basically, is what Germany is.
Well, it's too big is the problem.
Germany?
Yeah, just landmass size.
Just any of these places. Like, there's a lot I know who moved to Australia, and the best he can get in his house that he moved into, he's in Melbourne, is like 20.
Yeah, but that's new enough.
His fucking plan is he's coming back in like 2 months for like whatever, visit family. He's just gonna download a whole load of shit while he's over here and has decent internet, put it on a hard drive, bring it back with him and enjoy while he's over there. Because download things over there is just impossible.
It's too far away, man.
Well, that's what I was saying on the thread is like when 5G comes in, this is all irrelevant.
Yeah,
because every mobile operator in the world will upgrade to 5G without Huawei because supposedly they're spying on us.
Yeah, and we all turn into gay frogs.
Yeah. But once 5G comes in and your internet speed on your phone is the same as our broadband in Ireland is now,
that's it.
Why would you subscribe to
you could hotspot your phone
into your laptop? I'm doing that now.
I do it the odd time for work, for DJing, and it's grand.
Richie plays the PlayStation in his work on his phone.
Really?
And he's playing
it's got that Go thing on the...
No, it's just
He just brings his
tether.
PlayStation in.
Yeah, you just put the tether in on your phone, and
By Richie, you mean like John Smith? Yeah.
yeah.
He's not responsible for lives or anything.
No. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't do that anymore. It's grand.
Oh, does he not?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Grand. He's a childminder.
He's babysitting.
Yeah.
I used to do that with a Vita. You can,
Yeah, the Vita
you
you
can
could
all
do,
play
yeah.
a Vita, but what happens is your PlayStation turns on
Yeah.
and beams it up and then beams it back.
Yeah, but I was thinking there's no way you can play Titanfall over your phone. But you can.
Well,
Yeah.
4G is pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. So 5G is going to be
And 5G, they started 5G in Korea 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I assume by the end of next year.
Well,
They're-
the next range of phones are coming out will have 5G.
One that one's coming out this year that's going to have 5G.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
the networks won't.
But the networks are working on it right now.
Of course they are, yeah.
So that'll be ready in about a year, I'd say a year.
Interesting.
Maybe 2.
Right, before we knock this on the head, we do Captain Marvel real quick. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
No.
But I saw edgelords on the internet.
Apparently there's a lot of grief. I know the character a little bit.
I don't
From
even-
the comics.
I saw the trailer and that's all I know about.
I know there's the Skrulls in it, which I like.
What's a Skrull?
Skrulls is an alien. The
Like
shapeshifter.
They're cool.
Doppelgangers.
Yeah, they're cool baddies. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they actually look the part. They look like they're meant to look. That's all I know about this film. All I know, other than that, is that it's set in the 90s. And it's like a secret. I think they might have done a Sentry job in it, where it's deleted from modern history. I don't know.
So that means that all this shit happens and then nobody remembers it happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, so then when she turns up in the Avengers movie, she'll be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, but apparently she is just 10 out of 10 Superman level.
Well, it's the whole thing of like why, because so Nick Fury knows about her.
Yeah, because
But why-
CGI younged him up, right?
Yeah. Why is Nick Fury gone and created the Avengers? Well, he knows about Captain Marvel from the 90s,
Yeah.
but hasn't involved her until now. And
So-
why does nobody else know anything about her?
Yeah.
You know? Why is she being happening in the background
Yeah.
without all that?
yeah, so
We forgot her in the other
she's
movies,
kicking around
yeah.
the guts of fucking whatever 30 years ago, right?
Right.
Jesus Christ, it's depressing.
Yeah, the 90s is 30 years ago, yeah.
What the fuck, lads? Anyway, so she's kicking around 30 years ago. She is fucking 10 out of 10 super bananas, like literally super bananas, and she is in the comics as well.
So what's her abilities? Everything?
Just whatever. She's one of these Evertons. Yeah, so goes on fireflies, shoots stuff, lasers, punches, invulnerable, super strength.
But see, that's boring if they have everything.
There's a reason behind it. It's complicated. It goes on forever.
Yeah, she doesn't have like everything, but she's
Yeah.
kind of just like
But she can fly and she's super strong and she's unkillable, right?
Yeah.
ask a child to make up a superhero.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
You can fly and you can't be hurt. And exactly, it's one of these.
But something can hurt her. You know,
But
they all
She has a
have-
kryptonite,
Yeah.
obviously.
Of
Right?
course. But the reason hasn't been in any of the fucking Marvel movies, because again, she is too strong, has no weaknesses, blah, blah, blah. So I want to find out where the fuck she's been now for 30 years, and then I need to call her out to help
In the next one.
in this endgame bollocksology. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there was a lot that they put a ban on reviews up until a certain date, and a lot of countries are kind
Well, yeah. So
of pre-slating it.
that's what kind of prompted it, was that Metacritic decided that I think this is the first movie they've done it on, but they decided that you couldn't pre-review the movie until it was released.
Okay.
So basically, what would normally happen is if people on the internet decide that there's something they don't like because of reasons, they'll go and they'll give it a big 0 so that the
Review bomb in
Metacritic
its
review
context.
will look bad. So that when average Joe goes along to the cinema and says, "What we're going to go see tonight, I'll check it up on Metacritic." Everyone hates this movie. I'm not going to go see that. So Metacritic said, "That's always shite. You can't review until you see it," which is fair enough. How can you review something without having seen it?
Yeah.
And then a lot of edgelords were really unhappy about it.
Well, supposedly what I read today was that they when it did come out, then they went on and reviewed it, and it had like 78,000 reviews, and it was like 35%. And then it was either Metacritic or Rotten Tomatoes, or one of them ones went and said, actually, there's an error. It wasn't 78,000 reviews; it was 7,800 reviews. So something had happened. So somebody maybe was going in and using bots or some shit as well. But basically, the edgelords are the review bombing it because it's Disney telling us that women are great and men are bad again.
Stupid shite.
It's something that people
edgelords
don't
don't like it.
Like,
Stupid shite.
this kind of stuff happens with this happens with Steam a lot. This actually reminded me, there was a Chinese game that came out, Chinese horror game that came out a month or two ago. Can't remember the name of it now. It's gone. But you can't get the game anymore, and it's because the developers took it down off Steam because they're Chinese developers. And you ever heard this thing about like the I don't know, the president or emperor of China, wherever their ruling system is. In China, they call him Winnie the Pooh because he looks a bit like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I've heard about this on John
Oliver. But he hates it.
Yeah.
And people, it's one of those things that if you say it in the streets of China, men in a van will come along and you'll disappear from your family.
Yeah.
So they put in a joke in their game. Like it's literally a poster up on the wall somewhere hidden away down a little Winnie the Pooh joke about the emperor. Or wherever the fuck he is.
So they're all dead now.
So, possibly all dead now. But they got review bomb from within China. From people saying like, oh, you can't, this is disrespectful to him.
Yeah.
It's just, it happens a lot with this kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, American now, all of the... I love this word that Joe Rogan has been called now, the alt-right adjacent.
Yeah.
Right? Where people are pissed off at Disney where The Last Jedi, they were forcing women down men's throats. And then Black Panther, which I hate, came out, and obviously the racist stuff like that. And now this is Captain Marvel as a woman.
Yeah.
And supposedly she's made some comment about, I don't know what she's even said, but she obviously said women are great or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't have that.
Yeah.
So this is why they don't want they don't want the movie to succeed.
Yeah.
Now it's also made $450 million in one weekend.
Yeah.
So they failed.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
No.
You have to remind me of something that happened on the weekend. I was working the Comic Con there at the weekend. So this is the first time I've ever heard this being said. Some lad came up and he was trying to get it. Just one of those people you don't want to engage with, but you have to because you're doing a public facing event. He came up and he was trying to get a conversation going about Star Wars. Nobody was interested in it. And he said one thing that I've never heard anyone say before. He was talking about how he hates the new movies. Newest movies are big close shape. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
But then he said the first 6 movies were so great. You couldn't believe that, like, the next 2 movies.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, hang on.
Which
first 6 movies are you talking about that great? Nobody has ever said the words, the first 6 movies are great.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, the first
4,
3,
5, and 6 are
the
great.
first 3 are great.
Yeah.
Everyone agrees on that.
Yeah.
Maybe the prequel trilogy, you go, maybe there's 1.5 decent movies and all of that.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever said the first 6. And then he started saying, like, oh, maybe J.J. Abrams will save it. It's like, well, J.J. was responsible for 7.
Yeah.
And he didn't like 7.
Yeah.
So what makes you think 9 is going to be amazing?
Well, they just hope it's not as bad as 8. That's what they're hoping for.
That's the prey.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, what I've read online, supposedly what we don't realise, especially me, because I'm OG Star Wars, I was alive when it came out, right?
Me too, you cunt.
Really?
Was the last one?
I was 5, yeah. The first one came out. I don't think you were alive.
No, I lived in my dad's balls back then.
Yeah, you were a little spermoid, right? But, like, we all, people our age all like the OG trilogy, right? Mm. But there are people, supposedly, and they're in their mid-20s, and for them, the prequels is their Star Wars, and they actually like them.
Yeah.
So I can't understand it, but supposedly they love General Grievous and all of this shit. And they're
I like General Grievous. I like all,
yes, I know, but
all the baddies.
Yeah.
But yeah, the films are not. No.
I kind of just age, like, I remember liking the first one when I went to see it because I was a little kid. Like, when I don't know when that movie. I would have been maybe.
It was 2001.
2001.
Wait,
no, it was 96. It was 96. Sorry.
Phantom Menace was like 19. I left school in 1999, and I went to see that.
It was 96, I think. 96, 98.
Say it was 97. I would have been 10 years old. So perfect age for that movie. Then I remember the second one I went to see, and I was like, that was alright. And then I never saw the third one in the cinema because it was just like. Yeah.
I saw the third one when it was in America.
The third one was the best
one.
one.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember the first one. They said this trailer is coming out in quick time.
Yeah.
And
I had to download quick, and it took me 2 hours to download.
Same. The first Spider-Man movie, the trailer was only released in quick time. I had to download that as well, and it took.
Does QuickTime still even exist?
I'm sure it's just a codec now.
This dude who came up to me anyway was not of the age of a 20-year-old who would have thought that the prequel movies
were good. Yeah.
Were good.
What age is he? Like 30 something, 40s?
He would have easily been in his 40s plus, definitely.
Was it me?
It was not you.
That's weird.
Unless you were wearing a ginger wig.
Yes,
he does have one.
Yeah,
he does have. He has a head American. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. We'll be back next week. Maybe with a bigger crew, maybe with a smaller crew. I don't know. It kind of works better with. I think 4 is our max, isn't it? Really,
4 is the best.
4 is a good.
5 people start to get pissed off.
We had like 8 people on here for one podcast. So it was just noise, just white noise, basically. It was a Converge album, is what it was. Dillinger Escape Plan, nerdy, just what it was.
Don't even know what that sounds like.
It sounds like 8 cunts shouting at each other.
Yeah.
No melody, no chorus.
What was that band that Leon went to see? The
Armed.
The Armed.
Yeah, isn't it?
No, of course not.
It's absolute nonsense.
Is it punk?
No, it's nothing. It's literally just noise. It's literally just noise. I'll play it for you. What hear this?
Okay.
It's like math noise.
Oh, brilliant.
And that'd be way too melodic for it.
Why would you go see that?
Because fucking nobody else likes it, do they? You get to be a mad edgelord about music.
Oh, great.
It's not even Leon. Anyway, good night. Yeah.
Listen to the Armed.